We have an ever-evolving show, as you've gathered this evening. I want to bring in our political panel, our reporter panel, not political panel, our reporter panel. Eleanor Mueller, it's an important distinction. Riley Rogerson joined me now. Eleanor reports from Congress for Semaphore. Riley covers politics in Congress for Notice. Remember, that's News of the U.S. So we haven't had really any time to prepare for this. That is to say, let you know. So what's ever on your mind first about either politics or the rather blinding and grief-filled array of events over this weekend?
Right. The death of Rob Reiner is absolutely on my mind, as we've seen the political fallout in response to this with the president posting on Truth Social. And we're seeing some Republicans, including Marjorie Taylor Greene, Thomas Massey, taking issue with the president, saying that...
implying that it somehow was related to someone committing this crime because Rob Reiner had Trump derangement syndrome. There's no evidence of that at all.
Right, and we're seeing two Democrats going on social media bringing this up, condemning the president's words. So Capitol Hill is back right now, this House and the Senate for votes, so I'm eager to see how more lawmakers react to that.
Eleanor?
It's been striking, I think, the speed with which we saw Republicans push back on the president's statement. I mean, many of these lawmakers have critiqued other things the president has done in recent weeks, but it was a matter of minutes before we saw, Congressman Thomas Massey, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, posting to X and saying this is not an appropriate way to respond to the brutal homicide of this titan of the film industry.
Whatever your politics or disagreements or whatever you perceive about him, he and his wife are now dead, stabbing victims in their own home. Very quickly, Riley, any sense of where things stand on Capitol Hill? You mentioned lawmakers are coming back, trying to deal with Affordable Care Act subsidies that are due to expire at the end of the year.
Not much progress is being made this week. We saw last week in the Senate that a Democratic and a Republican proposal both failed. House Republican leadership is putting their own proposal on the floor this week, but that also looks poised to fail. Moderate Republicans have their own ideas that also look poised to fail. So the only thing that maybe is moving is House Democrats have a discharge petition to try to force a vote on extending the subsidies for 3 years, but that requires Republican buy-in.
And there's a long way to go for that. And interestingly, the House Republican leadership option doesn't even extend the subsidies. It has other reforms or changes, but doesn't get to the heart of the matter.
A very narrow package. I think they tried to move only proposals that had a consensus from the entire House Republican Conference. It's not a lot of stuff, as they've been grappling with for the last decade and a half. And so the debate was over whether or not to have a vote on an amendment that would extend the enhanced Affordable Care Act subsidies. That's what moderates want. They say they'll lose their seats if they don't get it. And they could not reach an agreement with leadership. So we're going to see tomorrow where they come out.
Where they come out, and if there's a moderate uprising of any kind, any way, shape, or form. Riley Rogerson, Eleanor Mueller. It's an abbreviated discussion today because so many things have been breaking on this hour. Thank you very much.